Comic-Con preview, our predictions for what's going to happen at this year's San Diego Comic-Con. I am Jacob Bartley, and I am joined with 3 guests today. We got Gio Ramos here. What's going on, man?
What's up, guys?
We got Keith Barnes over there in the middle.
Hello.
And we got, of course, Jake Berlin over there.
Go Marvel.
Yeah, we wish we were at, hey, go Avengers. We wish we were at Comic-Con. One day we will be covering that.
We're making our own little Comic-Con here.
Yeah, exactly. But for now, we're just going to talk about what we expect at Comic-Con. Now, of course, we have the DC panel on Saturday at 11:30 a.m. and then we have the Marvel panel on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. We're assuming Sony and Fox have some type of panel this weekend. Having a little bit of trouble figuring out when that is. So we're going to talk for sure about DC and Marvel and then some predictions if Sony and Fox have their own separate panels. So let's jump right into it. So let's talk about DC first. They're Saturday morning, DC, 11:30 a.m. We know that they announced they have 2 mystery dates for 2020, February 14th, 2020 and June 5th, 2020. So we can go ahead and predict what those are or what else we think is going to be announced. Jake, let's start with you. What do you think those mystery dates are, and what else do you think they're going to show?
Well, I think one of them, not only do I think this, but I think one of them is already kind of confirmed as Wonder Woman 2. That June 5th,
I mean, it's exactly around the same time.
Exactly.
That
and it's 3
Wonder
years
Woman
down the
came out.
road. It comes after, is it come after the second Justice League? Or is that before the second?
We gotta
Justice
figure out
We
if
don't-
there is
I
gonna
don't-
be a
I was gonna
second.
say,
We're not sure.
There was
We're
no
not sure.
release date for Justice League.
Yeah.
They were supposed to come out back to back, but they
Okay,
changed.
okay.
They scrapped that whole slate.
All right, so yeah, it would make sense for the June 5th one to be 2020. The second one, February, we had talked about it, and they just confirmed the next film in development is Shazam.
Well, that's what we're
fits.
hearing. Yeah.
That's what kind of fits that release date. 3 years down the road, that movie's gonna have a hell of a lot of special effects anyway, with all the transformation
gonna
everything that's
need
going on.
Any competition out of the way
Exactly.
because not a lot of people are familiar with Shazam.
Yeah,
so.
and we don't really know what's happening with the Flash. Aquaman's in 2018. We don't know if they're still sticking to the plans with Cyborg or Green Lantern. So those 2 fit because those are the 2 that, after Aquaman, that have been talked about. So
Yeah. So we know Aquaman's coming out next year. That's the only movie that we know. No release dates for 2019
Yeah.
yet. I have a feeling they do have some release dates for 2019.
it's got to be a
but
Batman movie.
We don't. It's weird to me. Why are they
Gotta be.
announcing 2020 dates and
know.
not 2019 dates? That's weird to me. But Gio, we know you love the DCEU. You're very enthusiastic about it. What do you think these 2 release dates are, and what else do you expect from the Warner Bros. Panel?
I never thought I'd say this, but I actually agree with Jake. I think
Regarding something DC.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's gonna be in June 2020, and I completely agree with you with Shazam. Shazam is very much similar to Superman. I think they're still rounding out the cast for that movie. I'm sure
Or
they
don't
have
even have
somebody.
Shazam.
Well, maybe
That we know of.
We
anyway,
might
yeah.
find out about that on Saturday.
I
Army Hammer.
No.
Army Hammer.
No. I mean, God, don't.
I think that's gonna happen. Honestly,
He's already in the Warner Brothers fold. He was in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. last year, and he does some things here and there. It just makes sense, and he's a big build
and
to go up against
so
The Rock.
many people want to see that Kingdom Come storyline where Superman and Shazam
And he
fight.
can-
And we've already seen Henry Cavill and
And he,
I wouldn't mind
He
it.
has the
I wouldn't
build
mind
against both Henry Cavill and The Rock.
Yeah.
He has the build. And who else? The only other person would be Joe Manganiello, and he's supposedly Deathstroke.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Let's hope that
So,
is.
hopefully.
And on that note, I think I'm expecting Matt Reeves to make an appearance at Comic-Con. Not, give any information, but just reconfirm that the Batman is coming, and just, maybe Ben Affleck comes out as well.
I think it'll be a
he's
small
gonna be
appearance
there.
because, like Jacob had mentioned earlier, but he's wiped from Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
no,
is.
I bet.
The last
Yeah.
4 years, he is just completely wiped from what those
Right.
movies have done.
Yeah. I was hoping that Mel Gibson would show up and for Suicide Squad 2, but that's gone. That's done with. Maybe Phil Lord and Chris Miller come on stage and rejoin the Flash movie.
That's interesting. What if Suicide Squad ends up taking that February release date away from a summer blockbuster spot after how the first one did?
Right.
I mean,
That makes sense.
The first one was early August, and it was in a prime of blockbuster season.
the first one actually did make profit.
But imagine that profit
Yeah.
in a
It'd be a lot.
February month.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah, no,
interesting.
that could work honestly.
That'd be very interesting.
And focus on the Joker and Harley Quinn. You have that love story in February. I'd be down for that. Those are some of the best scenes in Suicide Squad. No, I could see. Before they announced this Shazam thing, I was thinking the Batman on February 14th. Honestly, why not? I think that could work. Even though the Batman doesn't need all the competition out of its way, but imagine how much money that movie would make in February 14th. I think that would be kind of cool, but I do think it's the Shazam movie because we're seeing this where movies where they're not sure about, they're releasing in February or like August, September. So because we got Deadpool in February, and we got like the Lego Batman in February. But Keith, let me ask you, what do you think these two mysterious release dates are? Do you think there's going to be a 2019 DCEU movie? And what other expectations do you have?
First of all, as far as the February 14th date, I'm gonna throw this one. Gotham City Sirens.
Oh,
that's another one I was thinking about.
I can see that.
One of those two.
Yeah.
Because Valentine's Day, and it can be, it's a holiday for couples and everyone. That'd be a good one for a lot of ladies would like to see that.
Yeah,
like to see,
I could see that.
Barbara
Yeah.
Gordon if she is going to be back, or
That's
Gotham
going to
City
be Barbara
Sirens.
Gordon.
Did they say?
It would-
I mean, I'm assuming it's
I
going to
can
be
see
Barbara
that.
Gordon.
That's the most well-known.
So,
Batman.
okay, so one of those two, probably Gotham City Sirens. Of those two, that's what I would pick. I can't believe any of this. Whatever they're announcing, 2019 is to be a Batman or the next Man of Steel. I can't.
It should be
believe
both of them in the same
either
year.
one of those. It should be both.
What
Both
if they
of them in the
just
same
blow our
year.
minds and announce them both?
One
Both
of
of them
them.
in 2019.
Matthew
Yeah.
Vaughn as doing Man of Steel 2.
I'm still holding out for Patty Jenkins. I want her doing Man of Steel 2.
Really?
I want her to.
That would be
want,
interesting.
But then
flip-flop.
she,
Her
if
to
she's
do
doing Man of Steel
Steel
2, she's not doing
She's doing
Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Woman
She-
too.
she
That's
can
not
still.
confirmed, though.
That's not confirmed. And
She's
listen,
doing.
if
I'm
she,
confirming.
why haven't they? It should be done now. If she's gonna, they should
Maybe
have it.
no, they're gonna announce it at Comic-Con.
And, if only there was
Yeah,
an
maybe.
event
That she's
maybe
doing
this
it,
weekend
yeah.
where they would announce that.
They would.
Well, let's stick on that. So Jacob's championing for Matthew Vaughn for a Man of Steel movie.
You made some faces like you weren't sure about that.
Well, I don't know if his
You don't
style.
want him?
No,
Really?
I don't know if his style,
Okay.
as far as it's a.
Have you
very-
heard him talk about it?
I have heard him talk about Superman. He likes the classic red and blue suits, the American hero, which I'm totally for. But that means changing everything else the character is about.
No,
as
I
far
think-
as what the DCU is.
I think just because that's his version that he likes, I don't think he's going to completely make Henry Cavill that version. We already know, spoiler, Superman's dead right now. He's coming back for Justice League.
I don't know. There's an action figure at San Diego Comic Con.
He's
right now
coming
that says
back
otherwise.
for Justice League, for sure. I mean, we saw the dirt rise in Batman v Superman. But I think you incorporate elements of the jolly Boy Scout Superman, but you still keep him the darker, grittier version that we got in Man
Well,
of
and he
Steel.
also is going to come back something different from what he got.
I mean,
He's
think
gonna
about
come
it.
back
If-
something very different.
If you thought you were going to die, like if you got in an accident, got in a coma, and woke up, you would live life more optimistically because you feel like you got this second chance to live.
No,
So I could see Superman being more optimistic
Yeah.
because of that.
And I think the world, as we saw at the very end of,
Oh, they all finally
they
appreciated
started
him.
to
Nobody was
believe that,
questioning
you know what,
his
he was on
like
our
his
side.
loyalty. Exactly.
Should've
So
been,
here, so I do think it's the 2020 release dates are definitely Wonder Woman 2 and June 5th. And I think it's just safe to say Shazam. I could totally see that. But what about 2019 is what I'm curious about.
It's got to be.
They're going to go a
Batman.
whole
You have-
year
I can't
without a
believe
movie.
they- I
You
can't
have,
believe
you
that.
have to
I
do
don't-
Batman.
They're not
It's
gonna-
it's
The
in
only thing
production
that
in
makes
early
me think that it's
2019.
not 2019 is Matt Reeves saying that he's exhausted. He told Warner Bros that he needs a break.
But if so, say you knock out a release date for the Batman in like, I don't know, say it's that Justice League release date in November of 2019. He starts production in spring of 2018. That gives him over a year and a half to film.
And I guess a
post-production.
Batman movie doesn't need a lot of special effects either.
And if the way
Not
he
really.
talks about it is the way he's going to do it, it doesn't need special effects
Yeah.
like nearly at all. It's going to be all
Yeah.
practical.
And you and I talked about it the other day. I mean, he wants to do a trilogy.
Yeah.
They got to get started on that sooner than later. That's
'Cause
like,
and
that's like
Alex
44,
getting older.
45.
Not only that, but the character, he's just old.
Yeah,
You can't do
and the
that until
character's
he's 60 years old.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
you probably could, but
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. I'm excited. I think outside of those two release dates, I think we get a confirmation that Patty Jenkins is directing Wonder Woman 2 for sure. I think that makes sense, right? Because everybody's wondering about that. You just confirm it. What about casting? Do we think we're gonna get any casting announcements?
I think it's gonna be Shazam. I think we're gonna get a Green Lantern. I think they have to because I think he might cameo in Justice
I
League
think he will.
at some whether
Okay,
it's a
so-
post credit or not.
Yeah.
I would love Armie Hammer to play Hal Jordan, but I think they're going for a little bit older Hal Jordan because I think they want Hal Jordan to be the mentor of the younger Green Lantern Corps members.
Mel Gibson.
John
No. I mentioned this to Gio earlier, and I've been really admiring this guy lately, John Hamm as Hal Jordan.
I've been wanting him in the superhero world forever.
All right, because I think he's in his 40s. He would be perfect. He's such a great actor, and he has so much charisma. I think he would be a great Hal Jordan with a 30-year-old Jon Stewart and like a 22-year-old Kyle Rayner. I think that would be awesome. So I think we get a Green Lantern and Shazam.
All right, so say we all agree on John Hamm. So what about Jon Stewart? Because it's going to be a buddy cop film. It's going to be Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan.
Well, Gio and I talked about that. Tell him a couple of your choices.
Well, Trevante Rhodes from Moonlight and Predator. I think that'd be a great choice.
That would be great.
That's my only choice, actually.
Yeah, I mentioned, I don't know his name, forgive me, but the guy from Get Out. I mean, I don't know if he can play more than that reserved, subtle, shy, soft-spoken guy, but he's a British actor, so we know British actors are like theater actors and stuff like that. So maybe he can, but I wouldn't mind seeing him in there. I'm sorry I forget his name.
The guy who directed and starred in, and he's been champion
Birth
for
of
a
a
while.
Nation, but
he has
there's
that
so much
backlash.
controversy with him.
Nate
Parker,
Parker.
but
There's a lot of backlash, but a lot of people have been thinking about him for a while.
He's not guilty. That I forget what the term is, but he acquitted, right? He's no longer. But a lot of people just associate him with that news, which sucks, you know.
Well, the girl committed suicide. It just didn't look good. So
Yeah,
I don't know if he can shake that.
Well, how about here's an interesting thing. So let's say Black Panther crushes. Let's say Killmonger in the film is a one-off character. Could we see Michael B. Jordan
That would be like
stepping
dream casting.
in? Because
but
Creed, if I remember correctly, that's a Warner Brothers film.
I think
He's been involved in Warner Brothers before.
Let's be honest. That's like dream casting right there. That would be the best option, but I don't think so. I don't think he's
Because
gonna.
it seems like DC and Warner Brothers, they go for the superstars.
I
They go
think-
for the flat-out superstars of the roles. Where Marvel, they kind of get these unknown people, the ones who maybe not be known to the public but are known to us. And so DC, they go for that talent, and Michael B. Jordan is a talent.
He's already been Johnny Storm.
Played 3 roles.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd want to go.
I have 20th Century Fox, MCU,
Josh
and
Brolin,
DC.
Jonah Hex, Thanos, and now Cable. Why
I
not?
don't think so. I think you give a lesser-known actor an opportunity to do this.
Especially if you have someone like John Hamm in the Hal Jordan role. It would make sense to kind of counterbalance it.
And Dylan O'Brien as Kyle Rayner. There we go.
Him or Logan Lerman.
Yeah, either one. All right. Well, any last thoughts on any expectations for the DC panel?
I think we'll get an official announcement for director of Justice League 2, because I don't think Zack Snyder is going to be coming back after everything that's been going on. Whether it's Joss Whedon or not, I don't know, but I think we'll get a director's name for that.
Okay. Gio, any last predictions?
Just give us an official slate, okay? And,
Not too far out.
I don't know if I want to slate from them.
No, I just want 2019, 2020. That's.
Yeah.
I don't want anything past that for now.
Because those production films are right around the corner. So.
And I do think we're gonna get a Justice League trailer, a second one. We didn't even talk about trailers, and I think we're gonna get an Aquaman teaser footage, not trailer.
Probably not to the public, but maybe.
That movie's over a year away. I wouldn't want to see anything right now.
Well, it could be something similar to what they did last year with Justice League, where it was kind of a trailer, but not.
Justice League was a year and a half away last year.
So is Aquaman. Aquaman's in December.
That's what I'm saying. So why wouldn't they do that again?
But
here's the thing,
then
he's
they
gonna
run
be
into the
Justice
problem
League.
of showing too much footage
No,
ahead of time,
I
like they
think-
did with BVS.
No, I think Gio's absolutely right. I think they show footage to the Comic-Con crowd of underwater Atlantis, but
And
not
then
to the
in
public.
Justice League, they show the teaser when Justice League comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
So I can see
that's a
that.
year away.
I think we for sure get another Justice League trailer though. Justice League's coming up. I think that's a safe
4 months,
bet.
4.5 months.
Yeah. All right, well, let's move on to the Marvel panel, which is at 5:30 p.m. on Saturday. I'll go ahead and start this one off. I think, and I'm praying that we get that Infinity War footage. Like, ever since I heard about that footage, I think about it every second of the day. I can't get over Thanos throwing a moon, Bucky and Black Panther leading armies, like
Cap with a beard.
Yeah.
Come on,
Black
look at that
Widow.
guy.
Yeah. blonde
Black
hair.
Widow with blonde hair. I first fell in love with Scarlett Johansson when she had blonde hair, so I want to see that again. That's what I want. That's what I'm expecting. Keith, what are your expectations for the Marvel panel?
Definitely that. Some Captain Marvel stuff that we talked about the other day. Maybe Brie Larson will be there. Maybe we'll get some more casting news for that.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, we know Nick Fury's going to be in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious about who's going to be the villain in that.
I think
Yeah.
the only thing that we can get from that movie is a first look of her in the outfit.
Yeah.
That's it. There's
And
no.
don't
they haven't
show
even started
anything else.
shooting.
Concept
Don't
art.
show
I don't
the
think they
concept art,
started
but don't show
shooting.
anything else other than her in the outfit. That's all I want.
Yeah,
That's all I want.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
definitely some Ant-Man and the Wasp stuff. which
Oh,
I think
that's
has been shooting for a couple
that's a
weeks
good
and
call.
we'll see.
I didn't even write that down in my notes.
Yeah.
That's a good call because that's coming up soon too.
Yeah, and they just announced Walton Goggins.
Walton
will be in the movie,
Goggins,
so maybe we'll get
that's
some more-
awesome.
Get some more stuff about what he's going to be playing, whether it's a villain or whatever. So
Jake, what are your expectations for
I
the Marvel
don't think
panel?
there's a way that we don't get an Infinity War trailer, especially since they showed it last weekend.
Jeez.
I think it shows up. I think they bring everybody out and they drop it right away. I don't even think they wait for the end of the panel. Like I think they just release it, let people go crazy, and then go over their other things. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel. I think we get a little bit more of Thor Ragnarok. That's coming around the corner as well. I don't know about Black Panther, and then as far as in the future, I think there's not too much in the future that we can really focus on just because it's so far away. Ant-Man and the Wasp is the next one that's next year, and then everything after that. We're still kind of waiting for things. But yeah, the Infinity War obviously is the one that we're waiting for. That's the sole purpose of why Marvel is going to this Comic-Con this year. Maybe some new contract stuff, like maybe Robert Downey Jr.'s announced a new contract, or
I could see that.
like an announcement of a new character or something. I don't know, but the Infinity War is the sole focus of this panel for sure.
Gio, what are your expectations for the Marvel panel?
I mean, they're gonna do the same thing they do every year, which is like blow us all away, crush, that kind of stuff. There's definitely gonna be an Infinity War trailer. Unfortunately, it won't probably be seen by the public until Thor Ragnarok.
No,
If that's possible.
Because that movie comes out in May.
I don't think
if they show it, it's going to the public. There's no way they're letting people hear about it. It
They don't
can't
know.
wait longer.
I don't think they're showing it 2 weekends in a row and not releasing it.
Yeah,
no
there's
way.
no way.
Okay.
They did that last year with the Thor Ragnarok footage and the Spider-Man footage. They didn't show it. They showed it.
Yeah, but
Comic-Con,
not-
They didn't show
they
it.
didn't show
Right
it
after showing it at
They didn't show it at
D23.
That's a
D23
good point.
Because the
They
whole
showed it-
public has been
yeah.
just reading
Yeah.
about it and
Yeah,
talking
you're
about
right.
it,
I hope you guys are right. I hope it is. but
Everybody wants
Marvel's
to see it.
not been known for that. And I think we're gonna get a casting on who the hell is Hank Pym's wife?
Yeah, good. That's a good call.
It might be Sharon
Yeah, for
Stone.
the original Wasp. The original
I've
Wasp.
heard names about Sharon Stone. She might,
Really?
have a little
I think that'd
a
be funny.
reunion
Yeah, right.
with their previous movie. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Huh.
You're gonna get Black Panther obviously because this is the last Comic-Con before Black Panther releases. So I bet you that's gonna take up a big portion of the panel. That's gonna be great. Not much.
Are we going to get any kind of release dates or, I guess, slate per
No,
se?
so I was going to bring that up. Absolutely not. You know why? Because they do not want to ruin who's going to die in Infinity War
Yeah.
or Avengers 4.
Yeah.
We are not getting any announcements of another Captain America movie, of another Iron Man movie, of another
I
Thor
hope we
movie.
get Iron Man 4.
It's not
I
happening.
do too.
Not happening.
We're not going to get any announcements of future movies because of they don't want to ruin anything for Avengers
We'll
Infinity
get
War.
it. We will get it next. Is there a D23 every year? Is it every
No,
year?
it's
Every
two
other
every
year,
year,
right?
yeah.
But they can just drop these release dates anytime.
I think
Like,
next
it
year,
doesn't
like
have
they
to be
did
a special event,
they
though.
did a few years ago. They did that Marvel specific panel where they dropped all these movies.
Yeah.
They did that slate.
That's
I
right.
think they will do that next year after Infinity War.
Yeah.
Because I think after Infinity War, we will have a really good idea of who's staying and who's going. I think that movie's gonna really like tear it open and tell us, okay, this person's staying and this person's not gonna be here.
The only movies past Avengers 4 that we know of is Spider-Man 2.
And
that's
Captain Marvel.
Oh, that's right. and
Captain Marvel's the only one.
Well, Captain Marvel is
It's-
it before Avengers
it's
4 or
after
after
Avengers
Avengers 4? Is it?
It's after.
Okay.
They say he's going to kick off Phase 4.
Yeah, Avengers
Well,
3
Spider-Man
and 4.
2 does.
Avengers 3 and 4.
Oh, Spider-Man, sorry.
Yeah.
Avengers 3 and 4 are May of 2018, May of 2019. Captain Marvel, I want to say, is the summer, or it's no
that's right.
Spider-Man
Jeez.
is the summer of that year, and then Captain Marvel's like around that November release of 2019.
Can I just say we are so spoiled? We get 2 Avengers
Yeah.
movies back to back.
Yeah.
Like, how awesome is that?
And
Like,
4 solo movies in between.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Or
mean,
around.
I
Black
can't
Panther,
decide
Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Thor.
whether I'm looking forward more to Captain Marvel or Avengers 4. I don't know. I'll have to wait till
We're going to get
I
that.
see
we're gonna-
Infinity War.
Avengers comes out like 2 weeks after the Han Solo.
It's gonna
It's
be
crazy.
insane. We're so lucky.
Yeah, we are.
So what about any other panels, you guys? Do you think Fox is gonna drop anything? Do you think Sony's gonna drop anything? Let's go to you, Jake.
As far as comic book stuff, I think we'll hear about those Fox release dates they have, what they are.
They set 3 release dates.
X-Force,
Future, yeah.
a future X-Men movie or X-Men sequel, whatever it is. A cable Deadpool movie. I don't know, X-23 maybe. That'd be awesome.
Please.
I think we'll hear about those. I think Sony will do what they do and drop some kind of massive slate that'll end up being ruined a year down the road, just because that's kind of what they do. But as far as non-comic book stuff, the one thing I want is some kind of footage showing King Kong versus Godzilla. I want, whether it's concept art or just a tease.
Only because Godzilla 2 comes out first.
Yeah, but I want something. I just like.
I'm so excited for that.
I want something showing those two monsters together.
That would be awesome.
Dude,
Just maybe concept art.
Official title, or
Yeah.
maybe even a cast list or a
Yeah.
first lead actor or something. But just something for that movie.
Well, we know Ken Watanabe's going to be in it.
Yeah, he's in all of them.
Yeah.
He's going to be in all of them. He's like
Yeah.
the Nick Fury of the Godzilla world. So.
He's awesome. I just rewatched the first one. It gets me more excited for that.
Yeah.
He's the Russell Crowe.
And Kong,
Yeah.
and Kong is just Kong Skull Island was such a treat for me. Like every time I watch it,
It's
it
very
gets better.
enjoyable.
It just gets better for me in that post-credit scene.
The post
One of the best post-credit scene ever. It's so good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Still haven't
Oh, it's so good.
Hey, we didn't
So,
say what it is.
but yeah, I think something for that. There's all kinds of stuff that we can talk about as far as films go, outside of the comic book world. Obviously, it's comic book related, but there's so many things going on that we can talk about. But the Kong Godzilla stuff, and obviously the X-Men and Spider-Man stuff. So.
Yeah, I think for Fox we'll get those 3 release dates. I think one of them's Deadpool 3 first. I mean, I think we're gonna get like 8 Deadpool movies, honestly. I think one of them's X-Force.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think so,
I don't
too.
think they announced the next X-Men proper film until after Dark Phoenix comes out, because why would they?
I really hope it would be really cool if Fox took a different approach and made X-Force the main saga of their franchise.
And then Deadpool can be in all
X-Men
of
be
them.
the spin-offs and have X-Force be the main saga.
All right,
I think that'd
been
be
saying
so
this
cool.
for a year. Or
You
not
think
for
that,
years,
not
but
New Mutants?
I think New Mutants is almost like a spin-off in a
Okay.
way, but I think you throw Psylocke, Deadpool,
See, I see it the other way
all
around.
these
That's-
characters in X-Force and let them be the new X-Men saga,
Yeah.
and then have these X-Men type spin-offs.
I just want Daphne Keane to be part of one of these
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah,
Please, she
agreed.
was amazing. There's no way that she's a one and done character.
I don't know.
She was amazing. Cable, travel to the future, grab her. She's in
Yeah.
X-Force. Boom, there you go. Yeah, and as far as Sony, I don't think we get any future. If they're smart, do not announce any future dates for any other movies.
Well,
Do we have a release date for Black Cat and Silver Sable?
I'm not sure, but we heard the rumors about a Craven and Mysterio film.
No,
And
don't
if
announce
those are
those.
true, those will end up
Wait
probably getting
until
announced.
Venom comes out and see how
The interesting
Venom does.
thing is
Yeah.
this is now interesting going into after Spider-Man: Homecoming, because is Spider-Man and those movies a part of the Marvel panel, or are they a part of the Sony panel? That becomes really, really interesting as far as how that goes.
I think any Spider-Man movies are Marvel. Anything
I
else
hope
is
that's the
Sony.
case. I hope that's.
But here's my one prediction for Sony if they do have a panel. Casting for Cletus Cassidy. Or
Please.
Cletus Cassidy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's my prediction. I don't know who.
Yeah.
I don't know who. You know?
They confirmed he's in it, right? He's gonna be.
Yeah, he's
in
the
it.
villain.
Okay.
I mean, the antagonist or whatever. Gio, do you have any expectations, predictions for Fox or Sony?
I think Jim Carrey is going to come out on stage and play Cletus Cassidy.
oh,
I love it. I want that to
Yeah.
happen. Let's start off with Sony. We know, I think Tom Hardy's going to be there. Maybe the Venom director. Who's directing that movie? Ruben Fleischer.
Ruben Fleischer, yeah.
Yeah,
Who did Gangster Squad, just
He's
Yeah.
also done some good movies.
Yeah.
I can't think of them off the top of my head, but
Yeah, so I think they're going to come out, say some words, something like that. You're definitely going to get something with Silver and
Silver and Black.
Sable.
Yeah.
Raider Nation.
Silver.
they
Sable.
might
So,
announce the
yeah.
release
Raider
date for
Nation,
that
Silver
because
Black.
they're already
Marshawn
working on
Lynch is
that
going to
movie.
cameo.
Marshawn Lynch is going to be the villain in the movie.
He's going to
Yes.
produce the movie.
Derek Carr is going to be the side villain.
That's good.
Raider Nation, baby.
Yeah, damn it. I gotta think about the freaking Raiders. Anyways, with Fox, I think Deadpool 2 comes out before the next Comic Con, right?
That comes out February of July of
not
next year.
February,
July
yeah.
of next year.
Is it before Comic Con or after?
I think it's
Well,
before.
it's gotta be.
I think it's the week
It
before.
should be. Yeah.
You're probably going to get Ryan Reynolds there present. You're going to get Josh Brolin's definitely going to be there.
Ooh,
you
they
might
show
get
some Deadpool 2 footage.
might
I didn't
get
think
some,
about
I haven't
that.
seen anything yet.
Deadpool
It's been
and
well into
Cable.
production for
Yeah.
a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very
Just
possible.
They showed that one
I think we'll
short.
get our first official look. I think it might just be an image of Cable and Deadpool together.
How awesome
like
would that be?
Cable being super serious and Deadpool like giving him a wedgie or something in
Mhm.
true like fashion.
Right.
But I think we'll get our first official look at Josh Brolin as Cable. Imagine what he's going through right now. He's Thanos and Cable at the same time. Two of the biggest.
He has a
comic
big
book-
weekend.
Two of the
Yeah,
biggest
right.
comic characters in film right now because people love the hell out of Cable and what he means to Deadpool, and then obviously Infinity War. So
Did you see something? He said that playing Thanos is emotional
Yeah.
and playing Cable is fun.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't know why I would think it's the other way around, but that's kind of cool. That makes me think Thanos is going to have a great story arc in Avengers Infinity War.
They say it's going to be told from his
Well, that's what they
point of
said.
view, right?
Like from his perspective, like
Yeah.
he's
he's the main character.
Right.
Someone
He's
said
the-
he's the main.
he's
fighter.
definitely going to have the
he's
most
the
screen
main
time.
character.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
At
Keith,
least in Infinity War.
did you have any last thoughts on it, Gio? On Fox or
Yeah,
something?
one of the things that are going to happen, in light of the success of Sony and Marvel working together, I think one or two things are going to happen with the Fantastic Four.
Ooh.
You're either going to get an announcement, an official announcement that the Fantastic Four are coming to Marvel, or you're going to get an announcement that a Fantastic Four kid-friendly reboot is freaking coming
Absolutely
to
not.
20th Century Fox. They're going to do something with Fantastic Four. It's been 2 years since that movie came out. There's been some time.
Was that 2 years ago?
2015. It was. Yeah.
I saw that movie twice in theaters.
I remember our review. So did I, because I went back a couple days later. I was like, was it really that bad? I had to go see
I
it
gave
again.
it a 4 out of 10. I remember doing that.
I pretty much watch
Yeah.
every comic book movie at least twice in
Yeah.
theaters because I have to like get it, see it again. But Keith, do you have any predictions for Fox or Sony?
Fox or Sony, you guys covered everything. I mean, Sony, I don't know.
Tom Hardy.
That's okay. It's one good thing.
Okay, good. Good.
Well,
I'm optimistic about that Venom movie.
I am
honestly.
too. I'm actually once they cast him, okay, that sounds good, but
Not the rest
all
of the
this other
universe,
stuff. they're
just
doing.
Venom.
They're gonna ruin. But Spider-Man: Homecoming's been out for less than a month. They're gonna ruin the whole thing already by announcing all this ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, so
but-
Sony, third
If-
time is not the
If
charm.
anybody ruins it, it's going to be Sony. That's what I
yeah,
said.
that's
in
what I'm
that
worried
Comic
about.
Hero
It
Talk
was-
Radio.
yeah.
I have one thing that we haven't talked about that's not comic book related, but the Disney stuff, the animation side of things. Are we going to get a Lion King preview? Are we going to get anything for any of these movies coming up, like the Incredibles 2 footage?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
all that
Incredibles.
I want to see that Circle of Life scene that they showed at D23.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that it was absolutely
The opening.
magnificent.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's like the Jungle Book, so we kind of know what to expect.
Right.
I would love to see that Incredibles 2 scene, the opening basically with,
The Jack.
Jack and the
Fighting,
raccoon. The raccoon.
Yeah.
And then obviously Wreck-It Ralph 2, I've heard great
Yes.
things about that scene, how the Disney princesses
I
are
can't-
together.
That sounds
And
awesome.
C-3PO's their handler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that is
Yeah.
such a cool thing. So I would
Yeah.
love to see some footage from that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't think so though because it's not it's not comic booky stuff. If anything, the Incredibles 2 footage, I could totally see that.
But
honestly.
I feel like Disney, they wouldn't tease fan 2 weeks in a row.
Well,
don't feel
that's
like
why
they
I
would
think
be
the
there.
Infinity War stuff. I don't associate the Lion King with Comic Con, and just for me,
Mhm.
like I don't, and they
Yeah.
don't have a Disney panel. They have an animation stuff, but it's more celebrating
Gotcha.
the animated history. But I don't know.
Wasn't
Who knows?
Tron in Comic Con too?
I think it was. And
Yeah.
they're doing Game of Thrones. I don't associate necessarily that with
No, that's no. They do talk.
Comic-Con's more
they
of a
do
platform
stuff
to
for like
promote your
geeky
stuff.
stuff. You
Yeah.
know, I hope so. I would love to see that Lion King footage, honestly. But I
When does
just,
that come out? That 2019?
Next year,
I think it's 2019.
Is it 19?
It's
Really?
2019?
I thought it was next year.
I feel like it'll almost be
Maybe.
next year because I feel like they're almost done.
Yeah, I thought so.
Because it's all like it's the Jungle Book. Jungle Book took
Ooh.
the thing very
Well,
long.
we
Warner
haven't even
Brothers,
got a
give us
casting for Scar
one-
yet. There's Hugh Jackman's rumored.
Yeah.
I honestly want them to bring Jeremy Irons back, but I wouldn't mind Hugh Jackman. That would
Jeremy
be
Irons
awesome.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
He'll be busy playing Alfred when they were shooting
Oh, that's
Batman.
true.
I want to see that.
Nah, come on, do some
Warner
mocap.
Brothers.
An
Jungle
action-oriented
Book.
Alfred.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, I think that's going to wrap up our Comic-Con preview for 2017's Comic-Con. I want to thank these guys for joining me today. Let's go around. Jake Berlin.
Twitter, Instagram at Qui-Gon Jake, pocketflixmovies.com every day. Make sure you check out the Padawan podcast. These guys will be taking over Comic-Con this week, and I'm gone for the weekend. So
Yeah, I
It's
will
in
be
good hands.
covering it as much as I can, DC and Marvel. Keith Barnes
At Keith Barnes 79 on the Twitter.
on the tweets. Gio Ramos.
At GeoDude90. I'm going to plug in me, you, and the DCEU. Check that out this weekend. I'm going to have some stuff up, but definitely check out pocketflixmovies.com. We're going to have some write-ups, short write-ups. We're going to post trailers, all that good stuff. Anything that comes out, there'll be short articles. We'll get on it. So.
And I am Jacob Bartley, your host. You can find me on Twitter at @JacobBartley_, and of course on this YouTube channel. If you like all things film, please subscribe to Apocalypse Movies. Also hit that like button and let us know in the comment section what you predict for San Diego Comic-Con or what you're looking forward to. As always, thank you all for watching. Until next time, you all take care.